So everybody, we're here again. Here I have my old friend, I would say now, Frank from Yololiv. We're ISE Barcelona 2025, and here is what you're looking for: the Yolobox Extreme, which is finally here. You know, it's rocking already. I'm gonna ask some questions to Frank, just as if I were you. So Frank, thank you, first of all.
My pleasure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for stopping by.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure.
It's great to be on your channel again. Since our last video has a lot of viewers, I hope this video we have a lot more viewers.
Much more.
I hope I
Hopefully,
can understand. I can answer some questions that people are curious about.
I'm sure you can. I'm
Okay.
sure you can.
Okay.
So,
Feel free.
present the new product again, but in a more detailed way right now.
More details. That's a bit challenge. So basically, this is the Ultra, and this is the 8-input Ultra version with a bigger display, with a full body aluminum, and with a brighter display, with a bigger battery, which means also a longer battery life, which is about 10 hours if you don't plug any any ports. But if you plug like 5 cameras, you can still do 6-7 hours according to our tests.
That's good. So, I was lucky enough, thank you, Frank, of course, to have the chance to start testing this unit, and I have to say that I'm already amazed by the power that this thing is delivering. Obviously, it needs just a tiny bit of work yet, but it already delivers a lot. As you can see, the screen is really bright. I am impressed with the OLED screen, right?
And responsive.
And very responsive. I have to say that even if we all love the ultra responsiveness, I have to say that it's a step beyond the ultra because everything is really, really fast and quick.
This is the closest to the phone touch responsiveness.
Absolutely.
The closest one we ever.
Absolutely, I can testify that. So as you can see, you already see that there's a difference between the layout of the Ultra and the layout of the Extreme. But you can choose if you want to go back to the old, regular page. Let's say you just have to press this button. Otherwise, you have the kind of vibe that you have with other softwares or also hardware iterations for video switching. So you have the preview and the program screen. All the sources are down here. You have plenty because this thing has 8 HDMI input, and we're going to ask Frank what kind of resolution we can connect here. We have 2 outputs that are selectable, so you can choose to go for a program out or a clone out, a multi-screen, a multi-view out, so it's very flexible. So let's start with the HDMI input. What kind of resolution can we have here?
So basically, we can have 4 HDMI at 5 HDMI at 4K, which will start with the third one. But the first 3 is Full HD, just in case people have the user area in future. The first 3 is Full HD, and the last 5 ports are 4K. Means there's a built-in scaler. If you have a 1080p, it's totally fine.
HDMI 1 to number 3 up to 1080p 60.
Right.
HDMI 4 to 8 up to 4K 60.
Right.
I got that right. Then the HDMI output is 1080p 60.
No, it's actually 4K.
It's 4K. Nice.
I need to confirm whether it's a 4K 30 out or 4K 60 out. I actually checked that they have 2 different answers, so it's not been confirmed yet. So it's a 4K. I'm sure about this.
We'll see in the final iteration. Then we have, let's see if I can flip it, if you can see. You have Ethernet port. Then you have 2 USB 3 port. Then you have line in and mic in, and 2 USB-C port. One of them is just for power. The other one is the same kind of USB-C port you find on the other YOLO boxes for webcams, for audio, for a lot of other stuff. I/O is here, except for the headphone output, which is
Right.
down here. And then down here you also have SD card slot and SIM slot. Big button here for on-off. The whole layout looks like one of the main software that we can find, for example, vMix or other stuff like that. But the overall portability, obviously, it's going to be heavier than the other YOLO boxes. It's natural because, as Frank said, it's aluminum body.
Right.
So
Full
it's,
body
and the battery is very big.
Yeah, I just hope that people can really feel it, like feel with their hands how different it is, how the form factor, how leveled up this form factor when it's all metal, alumina.
The testing that I'm making right now is basically auto switching, a lot of different kind of sources, because as you can go here, obviously you see the 8 HDMI, the 2 USB 3 and the 1 USB-C. Then you have videos. You can upload a lot of videos. For example, right now you see all these sources, they are videos and pictures made with videos. So I can count up to 10 videos right now. You have NDI. If I recall, you can go up to 5 NDI HX or 2 NDI full bandwidth, right?
Right.
Working with 5 NDI HX cameras, meaning that you can do a lot of different productions of all sorts, sports, house of worship, conferences, whatever, without any problem.
In the CPU wise, this totally fine. We can have more.
What I liked from my first impression was that the machine is going to tell you, well, you reached my limit, so don't go further. So you know that in that way you cannot make a mistake and ask more than the machine can deliver. So for now, the goal is the optimization. They're working very hard. Live stream is the usual live stream from another Yolobox. PDF is another thing that was there, have been there for a long time. Images, a lot of images can be uploaded. RTSP, RTMP signals. So RTSP is a brand new thing.
Yeah.
You have SRT, obviously, you can use as a listener or caller. And another very nice iteration is the web page. Normally, you need to connect a computer.
That saves
that saves a
HDMI
lot.
port.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to go and show to your audience a site, for example, you just go on the web page, URL of that page, and you can also interact with the page because there's a little, let's say, fake button on the left side, and then you can press it and scroll up and down on the website. So it's very nice. Then you have the usual picture-in-picture, split video, side-by-side, whatever you find in the Yolobox. And also, obviously, the customized, which is the last iteration for the picture-in-picture, which is very nice as well. We have a cut button, because you can also choose, since we are using the preview to program mode, obviously we can choose to have, for example, if I want to change source by previewing this, and then I go cut and it goes on program. Otherwise, if I use the usual mode, obviously you just press and it goes on program. Let's go back on here. Then you can also change the layout and choose how many sources you want to see in this part here. And then the settings are here.
Right.
I liked it.
You can always see this. When you it's always on top right. You don't need to all the way to the last icon.
I actually love this.
Yeah, of course.
I love it because you don't have to scroll all the time.
Yeah, when you use it more, you will find more these little details that make your user experience improved.
Exactly.
The more you use it, the more you find.
Exactly. So also, as many of you may know from the Ultra as well, you can choose how many, let's say, settings you have here. So you have a less complex here screen, and then you have the settings over here, and it scrolls down, as you can see. Then you have the HDMI setting, as I said, it's programmable, and all the other stuff that we all love and we all know very well about. So we said that this thing is almost ready to go. Obviously, there's still some work to do in terms of compatibility and optimization for the CPU usage. Is it okay for me to ask how much time do you still need for that? Because we already receiving some requests.
I'm as anxious as you are that to make it to deliver to our users. But the original plan, like I said at IBC, we want to release it before the end of try our best to release it before the end of 2024. But we find that we might need more time. We don't want to let our users down. We don't want to disappoint them. They all have a high expectation, high hopes. So we want to make it really, really reliable, and really all the features are crafted and refined.
That's what I've asked Frank from day one, and I have to say, if I have to wait 2 or 3 more weeks to have an optimized product, I believe that it's all for the better, because this thing is massive. Obviously, it has to deal with a massive amount of signals and graphics. The interaction with the web overlay graphics is getting bigger and bigger. So obviously, in such a small package, you receive a lot. So this processor has to deal with a lot of different tasks altogether. So it's better to wait just a few days more to have a better machine. So, Frank, do you want to add something that I may have forgotten?
Actually, I think for this device, the more you use it, the more details, especially the software-wise. For example, we move those icons to the top, so you have more real estate, so more space. You see this program more clearly, and also there's a brand new UI design from for example, like you asked earlier, you never see interface on the Ultra like this. You have the big program here. You can switch easily, and you can still access the other feature tabs. And another thing I'd like to show is even another small detail is this is the setting page. This is a complete new, like the real Android or the iOS kind of a thing. It's a very when you enter this about device, most people would want to enter. This is like the serial number and the platform, the firmware version and stuff. So
one question that it pops up here.
Yes.
We see that it has Wi-Fi 7. I forgot to mention that this thing here are for external antennas. Are they going to be provided in the unit?
Yes, it'll be included in the unit.
Right.
The range, the wireless range will be boosted with antenna.
And what about Bluetooth? Because people normally ask me about Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth. When you want to connect it to the mouse, Bluetooth mouse.
Okay.
Or some people want us to have the Bluetooth audio or audio in.
Yeah.
But probably it's not something we've been working. But the Bluetooth is the newest Bluetooth. You can wireless control the device with the mouse kind of stuff. That's no problem. It's the best Android CPU for industry application. Snapdragon 8 generation 3rd. But for industry application, it's the most advanced. It's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 generation the 2nd. It is using the Gen 2 actually.
Okay.
It's the best CPU. It's a 1.8 times more powerful than the Ultra. Even the Ultra is more powerful enough. It's still almost double the CPU capacity, and that means we have more capability, more power behind every capability. So everyone's saying they have a powerhouse, but I believe this is the true powerhouse.
Yeah, it is a true powerhouse. So there's also some new icons here. Yeah, there's, the overlays are going to be even more powerful, as I said. So I tested myself. For example, one 4K streaming, 265 H265, 8 megabits for 3 hours with, let's say, auto switching on between 5 to 6 cameras. I put every overlay I could put on, both internal and web overlays. I used also H2R graphics program.
Since you post on your channel, I'd like to really hear the feedback from your audience, what they think about this device.
Yeah, they're going to ask me a lot of things because,
Okay.
I've been, since the release of the first video we did on the Extreme back in Italy, I received a lot of questions. One question I wanted to ask you actually before we wrap it up. I saw that you didn't include any vertical streaming. Is that a definitive thing?
It's the same with why we postponed the launch of this new product. We want to make it as most of our users use it horizontally. So we want to make it extremely reliable for the horizontal scenario. So we will send another update in a few more months with the vertical application. But for the moment, it's only horizontal.
All right.
But as long as you purchase it, you will get a free update to be able to stream to TikTok vertically, no problem.
Okay.
It's all for the everything what we achieved and make it reliable enough.
He answered, we're gonna have vertical as well soon. For now, let's concentrate on your horizontal one. So Frank, thanks again.
Thank you.
And I'm not going in deeper details because we want also to have a little surprise about that,
Okay.
but also to reassure people that
Okay.
Yololiv is working on that. So
Okay.
thanks again. Bye bye.